So SIPS is the Sustainability Integration Program for students. So it's a program that aims to link the operational sustainability outcomes designed by the university with what students are learning in class.
SIPS provides another avenue of involvement and learning opportunities for the student body, as well as a way for academic and professional staff to work directly with students in areas that they have a passion. A lot of the projects are based on what students would like to see done and what they want to do in their classrooms.
You might have a sustainability idea that you think, I would love to follow that project. So you can contact me as the SIPS coordinator or anyone in the sustainability team and float the idea, and we can talk with your lecturer and see whether we can work out a project. SIPS is trying to achieve a few things. It's trying to help progress the university's sustainability goals, so help to improve sustainability on campus and help to improve student awareness of the programs that we run. And it's also really about giving students the opportunity to try out the skills that they're learning on campus. So students who participate in SIPS get a bunch of different things out of it. For many of them, it's the first time they've worked in an Australian workplace. Lots of them, students will get mentoring, so they'll get assistance and help and support to expand their skills in a real world context. They get that kind of thrill of being able to work on a project that actually gets implemented. And most of them, I think, just really enjoy learning something real and seeing that link between theory and practice.
Learning through action, learning through practice is something that education, I think, is starting to take more notice of. I remember when I went through uni there, I learned a lot of theory, but I really struggled to apply it when I got out of uni. For students to engage with a real life project, it helps them to build resilience, helps them to appreciate what the dynamics of a real world.
The Bike Hub was actually, I suppose, was our premier project for a couple of years because it went over a 2-year period. It involved students from Geography and Environmental Studies collecting and analysing data, as well as surveying potential users of the Bike Hub to determine what we would actually have in that hub. And then we had architecture and design students actually design up what the hub might look like, not only what it would look like design-wise, but how it would actually function. So how many shelters, how many lockers, electric bike charging stations would they be in the lockers? And that was a 2-year project that had a number of stages because of the need to gather the data, analyze the data, and then do the design elements, get that approved, get the funding, and then actually build it. So students were involved every step of the way, right through to journalism. Student did immediate release for the launch itself.
A lot of it's about engagement. I can teach auditing in a lecture. We do have a double lecture on environmental auditing, but it's really not until I get them out pulling cardboard out of skips that the spark really goes on. So the idea of the waste audit is that we do some accounting on what's coming out of the building. So in the past we've done internal waste audits where we go around and collect everybody's bin from all the offices, we collect from all the teaching spaces, from all of the labs, and we put all that in together and we sort it all out. So this gives them numbers and facts to put together into a letter to write to somebody who has control over what happens on campus and make some suggestions. So it works really well. It works well in terms of the actual exercise. It works really well in terms of the output. I've had students come back to me and say, I had a job interview for that position I told you about, and I was able to talk about our experience with the mock contract you gave us, with the waste audit that you gave us, with the fieldwork that we did in the University Reserve.
When you go out to get a job, if you're actually able to either hand something in as part of your portfolio or you have on your CV that you helped deliver a project that won a national award or won state grant funding, that says something. That was something real that was delivered. And I think that's going to give a student just that little bit of an edge, at least, to get an interview or to get in and be considered for a job.
Ultimately, I hope that through the SIPS program we end up with a really engaged campus of students who feel really empowered to act on sustainability, who can help us to have a sustainable campus, and who can go away and say, I went and worked in the sustainability office, I've got this great idea for how to apply my skills, I've learnt new ways of seeing the world, I've got real world experience,